Hello everybody, nice to meet you. And if you're joining us again, thank you very much for your continued support of the stream. Since we have a new person here, a very lovely friend of mine from DeviantArt, Pinto Beans, thank you very much for joining us. To fill you in, for the last 15 years, soon to be 15 in around April the 25th, so about 3 weeks-ish, kind of, sort of, when I was filming this. I've been working on my own original novel, a sci-fi universe I have carefully constructed ever since the ripe old age of 12. I have since goodbye appearance of intellectualism, but I have since grown weary of all the doom, death, violence, killing, and pessimism in the world of media. And one night I had a dream of, well, I'm going to have to take this back a ways, actually. I had watched a television series, or a movie, called Galaxy Quest for the first time, and it was a motion picture with Tim Allen in it. And at that age, I was a rather young fellow, and I wasn't used to the concept of actors yet. I knew that people pretended on the television. I got that much. I knew what actors were, but I didn't have the ability to separate them from their characters. Tim Allen was Tim the Toolman Taylor, and so on and so forth with everybody else. And when I saw Galaxy Quest at that age, I was amazed at the idea that Tim the Toolman Taylor was on the bridge of a starship, in command of it. And for the first time, I wondered to myself, my God, if Tim the Toolman Taylor can be the captain of a starship, what would it be like if I was? And in the wee hours of the morning the following day, just before I woke up, I had this elaborate, detailed dream where I was a captain in a space navy with a wounded comrade on some barren planet fending off enemy attackers. And I went through this scene, and when I woke up, I was enamored by the concept of it. And apparently the person in the dream had been my best friend, and we were fighting off to these people to want to try and protect other people. We were maintaining law and order. It wasn't killing for the sake of killing. It wasn't violence, gore, gratuitous nonsense for the sense of gratuitous nonsense. It was constructive, to protect people, to uphold something bigger and better than ourselves. Some far-off alien utopia. And upon retaining that information when I woke up, I realized I wanted to make that dream into something. I wanted to do something different than what was on television. And over the course of these last 15 years, I've been world building, creating hundreds upon hundreds of species and laws and ordinances and ways this universe worked. And recently, I will admit, it's been touch and go. I open the file every day, but I don't always work on it. And there's been many iterations of this novel before this one, but this is the final one. But I'd get to a point where I'd get distracted with YouTube, or I'd run out of muse, and I'd just sit there staring at the document blankly and angrily. And a friend of mine introduced me to the concept of streaming writing a book. And it seemed strange to me. Why would someone want to watch someone else write a book? That's boring. People wouldn't be entertained with that, would they? I mean, Infinity Quest means a lot to me. And I'd love to share it with everybody else and let you enjoy the experience that I've been working on. And, to be fair, I've benefited greatly from it. From Cesra, from Sush especially, and her inquisitive nature, poking and prodding the little things I write, forcing me to think about how the novel will stand when I'm not there to protect it. But when I looked it up and I saw that there were streams, actual streams of people writing a novel, sometimes challenges like, 1 week to write a full novel, I thought it would be a very cool experience to bring my friends in and issue an open invitation to anyone who wanted to watch me putting together my life's work before it released by the end of this year. That's what these streams are about. I am taking you with me on a magical little journey into me working with immense amounts of frustration and Diet Cola and water to try and put together a novel that's worth reading. So, without further ado, let's get right to it and immediately dive right to the chat. And in case you're wondering, it's a hat kind of day today. Remember when I remember your stream because it happens the same day. Go to my McDonald's, so ever since I started my diet, you've just sort of ceased to exist. I told you I didn't have any object permanence. Well, good for you for getting on a diet. I know my diet's been paying off, and it's not been easy. People have been ordering West Shore a lot this week, so there's been a lot of pizza and calzones and Italian subs and why. But I've stuck with my diet, and I've stayed well behaved, and I've gone down from 265 pounds to 203. And I'm very happy with that. I am slowly retaining a neck. Still a little abundant on the chin fronts, but we'll see if we can't fix that in time. And I was actually watching over the episode I had just uploaded today of the stream we had filmed. I do these in advance, and I keep a backlog of them, and I upload them every Wednesday. And episode 8, by the time I'm filming this, just went live today. And I was looking over the chat, and I remembered, or I didn't really remember it, I was physically shown one of Sush's ideas where I kind of have a bad time with ad hominem insults and having like angry, vicious, spiteful characters that sort of insult one another on a very topical level. And I think I had called one flesh creature or meat creature or something like that. And Sush didn't like it. And we were joking back and forth. And one of the amazing things she came up with instead of meat creature was kabobling. And I don't know why, but calling someone a kabobling, I kind of love it, and I might just adopt that. So if I ever get the opportunity to build an audience and have this level of... I'd hate to say community, because that feels like it's overdone on YouTube, but that little audience, that little group of friends, my little chunk of the internet pie, if I ever have my own little group here that's dedicated behind my work and we can all get together and push through it together, I think the official name of everybody, until I come up with something better, it was Cool Cats for Cooking with Greaser. I think Kaboblings works for everybody else. I started my diet because apparently I have this bad habit of to forget to eat for 3 weeks. Second time I went to the grocery store and got sick. Apparently, oh my God! Yeah, no, Sush, you have to take care of yourself and eat. My goodness. Kaboblings. Yes, pinto beans. We are kaboblings with a side of pinto beans. We are, and Monster Energy. Not sponsored, I'm poor. So yes, welcome to the feast. The Feast of Minds. Now, a little thing here. Behind the scenes, I've been kind of off and on and touch and go with feeling kind of scummy about my work. Not that like, I'm doing scumbaggy, like just I'm not getting a lot done. I felt like that chapter was dragging on. And the idea of not producing something kind of starts getting you downing yourself and being hard on yourself and critical on yourself. It's like, you're just streaming the same thing over and over again and you're not going anywhere. And a lot of the times I don't write my best in stream because I'm a social person. I like interacting with the chat. But it is infinitely easier to go back and fix something and rewrite something than it is to start from scratch. And I appreciate it. And my work has benefited immensely. So I was on a whim checking the other day. And after a quick count, I realized this chapter's run long. It's not the fact I've not been producing. I let this chapter get away from me. So it was really, really long. And working this week, up until this episode, I wrapped it up, and for the first time in Written Wednesday, we're on a new chapter. And I think that's pretty cool. So thank you very much for hanging with me, and Pinto Beans, thank you very much for coming here and enjoying this moment or momentous occasion with us. If you have a microphone and are comfortable with it, I will let you be our guest reader, and we can read over a little bit of where we left off. If not, Sush, if you have a microphone, I'd happily bring you on on stream here. Oh, by the way, congratulations to Sush for her first D&D campaign. Welcome to the nerd fandom. Anyway, until we get a little farther along here, I'm going to scroll down real quick and see if I can't start putting this chapter together. And I don't know if this comes in handy for you guys. I do not, nor will I ever have a microphone. LOL. Okay, well, I'll just have to extort you and smuggle you down from Canada and make you read live. But for anyone else, I take and I keep notes underneath the pages I'm actively working on. So I have something immediately to want to duck down and consult. Aha, so there we go. You didn't play D&D yet. The GM got to type... Oh! I did not get to play D&D yet. The GM got type 1 diabetes. You've given me a lot to unpack. Were you just that sweet around him? Were you being an adorable noodle? Oh my god, I just realized all my friends' nicknames have something to do with food. Sush has, by royal decree, made herself the noodle, and ergo, because of which, the resident nudist of the chat. Now we have pinto beans. I'm on a diet. Why are you guys doing this to me? I can't be surrounded with food. I did create, which is sweeter than sweet. Oh god, yeah, your character's adorable. Let me see. I'm gonna have to. And after a file crash, I have to go through and re-add literally everything to the spell check. Add. I said add. Because I like horses, and pinto part is a reference to a horse breed. Oh, that's clever. I actually have some world building with some various space-based equipment that's named after horses, and I forget what exactly I called them. I know I have them in one of my reference folders here somewhere. Okay. That'd be a lock. Horses are technically food. Sush, no! Change my mind. I thought you preferred cats, though. Horses, if I recall correctly, are primarily used in doggo food. Sush, are you trying to tell me something? Have you joined the side of the canine? Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, no, you're going to learn very quick. Sush is quite the character. Hardwired, we have a Meg. Finally, someone who's not named after food. Meg, help. They're surrounding me. Prefer Coke Zero to diet, but hi, I'm a potato. Meg, you make the greatest first impressions. And check it out, Meg! New chapter! We finally did it! Beans are good for you, though. Not in my family, they're not. Because I have to live with the people who eat the beans, and eventually they want back out. This storm drain. Meg just called us thoughts. No, the tots, as in the tater kind. As in the notorious tater salad kind. Oh, so I do 5 there. Okie doke, I gotta be a special lad. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Tater thoughts. Oh. No, we've gone from everybody in the little cool writing club being kaboblings to tater thoughts. I've been demoted. I'm sorry. I'm disappointed in this community. I don't know where it went wrong. On behalf of the tater thoughts everywhere, I'd like to apologize to you. It's not fair. You deserve better. But it is scientifically proven that direct exposure to me and my videos will not only reduce you to a spudly state, but potentially a thought state as well. The Americans are weird. You call potatoes thoughts? We do not call potatoes thoughts. All hail Lord Tater Toe, Tot, and Asterisk. All 3 of them, all at once. All hail the holy triad. Speak for yourself. I call them thoughts all the time. What did potatoes ever do to you? Why the spud hate? There's no problem here. There doesn't need to be a wall between us and the potatoes. Illuminati. Oh my God. This is what happened. We get new blood in the chat, and the next thing we know, we're calling in the Illuminati. I am profoundly disappointed, and my day is ruined. Oh God, if I keep wearing the fancy suits, I'm pretty sure Review Bra at some point is going to kick down the door and beat me up. I'm just going over my notes here because there are a few unresolved things from the last chapter, but on review, and you do have to trust your instincts when you're writing, I decided they'd be best resolved in this chapter before we moved on to Act 4 and finish up the book. How many tato synonyms do you have? Millions. English is one of those things where if you can make sounds with your face, you can usually make up a new word. I've watched every single one of your literature streams, and this is like the second time I learned a new word, and 6 of the times are tato synonyms. Synonyms. That's so wonderful, kiddo. Oh, thank you very much, Meg. It's a delight having you all here. And thankfully, I had the forethought to want to shave my chin and neck before donning the fedora, so Neckbeard Claims can just bounce and ricochet off my flabby, hairy form. Okay, let's see, the impression scene, next chapter, and that's going to be moved down here. Milady, no, see, look, void of beard, it is level with the jawline, there is no neckbeardery. Neckbeardery, I'd have this going on. Thank you, Boris, the Tribble. There is no neck beard. No, get out of here. Banned. No, sorry. No, fake news. Be gone. The first new person I get in the audience, I'm telling them to get out. That's sweet, full of neck beard. Tribble, haha, no. Pinto, you've presented me with an impenetrable defense. Haha, get out. Haha, no. I don't have a comeback for that. Yeah, no, basically this stream is 3 people architect and engineer the demise of a fat man in tweed. And thankfully, no suspenders this time, because I can't be left alone not to, like, goof around and dance with it. I've realized I can't be left alone with my own reflection or an approximation of it, because if I can see myself, I'll be doing, like, weird stuff in the reflection just because it makes me laugh. And suspenders is just another thing. Well, good thing you are streaming tonight, Caleb. Yeah, I know. How else would I have this much fun in the middle of the week? How else without Sush or Meg or Pinto or anyone else who shows up? You guys are the apex of my week. This is the small shot of a totally legal substance, at least until the government looks into condensed exposure to Sush and Meg potato. But you guys are the shot of espresso I need in my life in the middle of the week. My friend usually goes to sleep at 7, but we watch anime at 7 p.m. this week, and this week only. And it's 8 p.m. and he's still playing Minecraft with his buddy. Tranquilize him! Now, I'm going to crack a monster because I'm not wired enough! And then we're going to see if I can, if I can start writing. I hear sighs and groans of disapproval from the room outside. And in case all the screaming didn't make it abundantly clear, I am a productive member of society! Oh, what kind of monster? It is the Ultra Paradise. I'm not wired enough. Foams at the mouth. Yeah, no, normally in streams, I have it on good authority, you have to pay extra for the froth and wet, disgusting mouth. I provide that service for free because I'm dumpy and awful. Looking sharp, though. Thank you very much. Now let me drink some Monster in front of you. Yeah. Yeah, the source of my power, obviously. Alright. Let's see if I can't focus on the typing. Let's see. And you thought I missed it, didn't you? I did no such thing. We're going to take that Rolfians right there and boom, italics. Aggressive typing. Yeah, that's pretty much the stream. Loud, obnoxious, talking to the chat, 70 to 99% of it. A little bit of hot gas in there somewhere. Small bouts of aggressive typing. It should be one of those ASMR videos where it's just like, I'm glad you could make it to the screen. I mean stream. I can't talk. And just wet mouth noises for the rest of it, because you can't have an ASMR video without sounding like someone has a mouthful of Pop Rocks. I love how Loco Mango... Oh, excuse me for a second there. I thought I acquired a new nickname. I love the Local Mango. It's super good. Soap cutting, though. Oh, God. I've seen Jenna Marbles do the soap cutting for Kermit, and I absolutely adore that toothless adore. Excuse me. I absolutely adore that toothless dog. Kermit has like this very deeply concerned look to his face, as if his faith in the world around him, his object permanence, has been rattled to the quick, and now he's just not sure of ever anything. And at one of these streams, I swear, one point, I will learn how to master the art of language. Oh, Kermit is awesome. Yes, he is. I don't know what that dog is. I'm pretty sure at least on his mother's side, he is part Laffy Taffy. It really shows in the face. But whatever he is, I'm thankful that God put him on this earth. The horrible truth behind life. Yes, no. The fourth wall has crumbled before Kermit, and he is left in awe of the universe and all its complexity and magnitude. Oh my God, we've got a Colby in the chat. What a rare pleasure. Oh no, evil laughing. Oh, Colby, until further notice. That's disgusting. Excuse me, sorry. Until further notice. Until I come up with a better name for the audience of my streams and the audience on YouTube. You're all kaboblings. Coal bobbling. Oh no. Oh, way to go. I managed to get rid of an S. S. I'm going to enunciate that a little bit clearer so YouTube doesn't demonetize me. The letter S. S. Oh, we have a Jacob too. Oh my God, I'm getting a full audience. Now, I'm going to be surprised if his internet holds out long enough for him to actually be a part of this stream. Everybody, can we get a drum roll, please? Is his little Kmart connection going to be strong enough to join the stream? $20, $20. Place your bets now, folks. Will Jacob's internet be strong enough to view the absolute insanity going on in the stream? Oh, Lord, have mercy. It's really laggy for me still. I don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry. The house wins. It buffers so badly. Have you tried... Oh. Meg just left. Have you tried switching it over to... I know it says Flash, and then you can switch it to HTML or something like that. It might be the method of which you're using to play it. So, try a couple of those and see if that helps. Let me try switching to Chrome. Oh boy. And while he switches to Chrome, I'm going to drink drink some Monster so he can't tell me how bad that is, since he's actually studying to be a medical, or he's going to medical school to become a doctor. He's studying to become a doctor. Unfortunately for me, not the kind that examines what's going on in your brain. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble, and he'd be very rich. Yes, yes it is. But for reasons of national security, I'm going to need you to refer to him as Jacob for the rest of the stream. All right, Kolb? No, it's not Stargate. It's some book called Infinity Quest. Oh yeah, it's some direct called Infinity Quest or something like that. Like Infinity Looky Loo or something. I don't know. I'm Sush. I just show up to mess stuff up and ogle Rokusho. By the way, does Rokusho mean anything? I know most Japanese names in like actual society have a meaning behind them. Does the name of their characters have any specific meaning, like Rokusho and stuff like that? I know Metabee is just a shortening of OBS. Do you mind? It's not even letting me send a message. I've been isolated. There we go. Huh. Okay, we're back. We're back. Everything's fine. Everything is okay. Pay no attention to the fedora behind the curtain. We're fine. I heard a rumor, Caleb. Yes, what is this rumor? Apparently Netflix is making a live-action adaptation of the first 2 chapters of your book. Is this true? No. No, it isn't. No. In his dream. No, because that would kind of be kind of crummy. The first 2 chapters of the book. This book is ideally supposed to be a self-contained episode. That'd be like the first 2 minutes of Encounter at Farpoint. Okay, that might be a little cruel. No, Colby, it's fine. I don't mind. I got thick skin. I've lost weight, so it's not pulled so tight anymore. My dad doesn't anymore on his arm. Oh, how's he doing, by the way? That 2nd degree burns. Ugh. Like, and I saw the pictures you sent me. I hope the man's all right. To do a collab with me on a book. Oh yeah, no, I'd love to, by all means. I just need to finish this up, and once this one's done, the books after this aren't going to take nearly as long. It's looking really good now, just like a sunburn. That is great to hear. Pass on to him my best. But the skin is really soft. Maybe it's a 2nd degree burn. Maybe it's Maybelline. The ultimate secret in skincare. 2nd degree burns. Oh, we've got the potato and Jacob back. Made it back. Oh, hello. Isaac Arthur's joined the chat. Welcome, Isaac. We insert a fight scene between 2 gods whenever we disagree. Yeah, that works, except for the one god has no concept of object permanence, so occasionally they just get pulled back into the void of eternity. Oh god. Yes, no, Jacob knows that it just rustles my jimmies and annoys the living heck out of me. That obnoxious awoo speak that's very popular or very funny to joke about. So he exclusively types in that. Unfortunately, there is a very intelligent YouTuber that we like to watch who does a lot of speculative fiction about far-flung sci-fi concepts. And he talks like that. Like he has a speech impediment, God rest his soul. He's still alive, by the way. Not rest his soul, but God bless him. And he kind of sounds like Elmer Fudd. And he talks exclusively like that. And I can't tell you how jarring it is to have someone talk like that and be on an intellectual playing field so much higher than me. Excuse me. Oh God, it's incredible. Explaining the secrets of the universe. Oh, these little fruit flies, they are obnoxious. Hang on. Did I get him? No, I didn't. He just fell to the desk and walked off. I'm over here with 3... Pinto, now you're just showing off. I don't need to know about your Kikoho having self. You and Ten Shinhan can leave. Even though Tien Shinhan is one of my favorites out of the show. Him and Yamcha are like the coolest, most dedicated bros to the whole series, and they get no attention whatsoever. You're abusing the chat. This is a horrible relationship. Yeah, I know. No, Dad needs his drink. Alright. Finance is boring. Kebab. Oh, okay. I have an idea. A question that I will pose to the chat from our conversation together, Caleb. Oh, dear. Oh, by the way, I had a chance to read over that postulation you sent me about the evolution of technology from an aquatic species. And it was very well thought out, but I feel like that person just kind of took the cheap sci-fi way out of it instead of actually really looking into the technology. They just went biotech. Because whenever you want to make something feel alien or strange or we don't understand it, it's usually biotech. And I've seen that so many times in so many bits of sci-fi. I have another idea that exploded in my head about it. Oh. And meanwhile, Colby and Sush are having like a very detailed medical talk and discussion about the eyes. Just realized one idea that could fix ocean-dwelling civilizations: geothermal. Oh yeah, no, I was thinking about that too, and I actually have a good amount of that stuff sort of worked out for my one species, the Versians. And I will have to show pictures of them later. But I'm glad that we're on the same wavelength there. Ocean currents and all that as well. Yes, indeed. And dealing with underwater, their technology is going to be infinitely different from ours just from the start. Because we use levers, tools, hammers, things that wedge and gain force behind them. The action of this to want to hammer something is going to be wholly ineffective for a water-based species, because all the water resistance against this is going to make this ineffective. So what their technology is going to evolve from or work on principles of is grinding and drilling and oh my goodness, it's a Sesra! Welcome back! Oh, she could smell the monster energy, and I'm going to say no immediately because little yinglets do not need monster energy. I'm pretty sure you would rock yourself into a different dimension of pure potato. Oh yes, Sesra, Jacob, JCB112, is my friend who has heard so much about you and has been wanting to meet you for a very long time. I have told him about your magnificent brilliance and unparalleled creativity, and your idea about the consciousness shifting through, I guess, waking realities with the whole Yinglet thing, and he thought that was nothing short of brilliant. So I am very happy you two can finally meet. Pure potato. Yes, a dimension of undiluted potato. It's not even affected by the ground. It is just weapons grain spud. Oh, and by the way, Sesra, we have gotten to a new chapter. So, congrats. Thank you so much for hanging around me. We've managed to do it. Oh, and by the way, until further notice, you are all, the gaggle of people in my chat, you are to refer to yourselves and to others with pride that you are the Kaboblings. Until I come up with a better name, Sush has the market cornered on that. We are the group of foodies, and you are the Kaboblings. That's not a new chapter. It says Act 3. No, my dances around Caleb on the good news of the chapter. Head tilts and feigns being totally ignorant. Oh yeah, no, I see behind that deceiving glass-eyed stare. That glossy-eyed look and the little bit of dribble is fooling no one. The chewed-up clam is a nice touch, but we all know that behind those dulled-over eyes that there is a just aggressive genius at work. But Sush, to answer your question, my story for Infinity Quest goes on an act structure. I have Act 1, 2, 3, and 4, and each one has Scene 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I move on to the next act. But yeah, technological development, however, will be stagnant in a sense because the use of electricity... Not necessarily. Then you sort of get into the bioelectrics that some eels have, but that's going to be a whole other discussion for a different stream. And I am nowhere near Isaac Artho enough to want to gauge such a topic in stream. And I'm not making fun of the guy. He has a very unique way of speaking. And again, he is nothing short of an absolute genius. You are making sure that when Netflix buy the rights to your adaptation, they will make it a 2-hour-long movie. Netflix does not have enough money in the world, because if I am going to get this on television, which ideally I'd hope, it's going to be the way I envision it, true to the way I wanted it to be projected, and I'm going to be at the helm to make sure that my message, my idea of a positive future where everybody can get along, excuse me, where everybody can get along but not keep a consistent voice, is heard properly and not cut down, not shying away from any topic because it would be easier or more marketable. I want this to say what I want it to say. And I'll make sure that message gets across one way or another. That's another one down. Back to the depths with ye. I'm wondering, can I... I'll have to figure out a way to want to do that later. But Cesara, you can officially consider yourself a moderator until further notice. You are Supreme Mod. And not the horrible mod from the book. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Press and set mod. Oh. That's not doing nothing. Wait. Do I click it? Oh. Oh. Ha ha! Cesaro, you now have unlimited power. Use it in good health. Try not to be a cruel and hateful god. I am Mod 2. You'll have to attend more streams. Sush gets immediately banned. Oh yeah, as you can tell by that psychotic laugh, I have given ultimate power to the best possible vassal. Excuse me. To be clear, when I proposed a collab with you, I meant you write the book and I tell you how wrong you are. Yeah, no, I understand how the nature of that relationship would go. I'm used to it from the streams. I've had plenty of prototype time to get used to that setup. I'm gonna get going. Gonna start on your birthday picture and stream myself possibly. Oh, well, thank you very much. And thank you again. My birthday's on the 25th, and Colby has decided that despite getting me the best gift ever, the video message from David Michael Bennett of Steam Powered Giraffe, she's going to continue to just shower me with gifts and do a picture for me. To have a Twitch chat, play D&D, and you write a book about our crazy adventures. Oh, be still my heart. I actually used to do something similar to that. I used to play a lot of Xbox Live before I got hit by lightning and it fried my Xbox. That was an interesting afternoon. Where I was with this real group of characters. There was Kelly and Marty and Brian. And I went to throw a proper keyboard at you, but you need to save your money. You don't... You guys reward me with your friendship. I don't need material things. But, yeah, before I got electrocuted by lightning, and it burned out my Xbox, I had this group I'd hang out with a lot on Xbox, and they were some real characters, and they'd usually end up in a lot of like my early fan fictions when I was doing like Gears of War fan fictions and stuff like that, because a crazier group of people I have still not found, because Kelly could talk smack on an ethereal plane, and no one could out smack talk him. And not only that, he had the skill to back it up. At one point, he was ranked 300th in all the world of Call of Duty. Gears of War, Infinity Quest is just a Gears of War fanfiction evolved, confirmed. Actually, I'm gonna spill you a little secret here, and that's the reason I have the act system in Infinity Quest, because I liked that about Gears of War when you were playing the game, where it was like Act 1, Chapter 2, or whatever it was. It gave it this very epic kind of feeling. I don't mean like, oh, epic, like cool, like an epic, like an old tale. Like there was gravity behind it. It's like, oh my god, this is... It felt like some sort of historical scripture or something like that, and I kind of wanted that for Infinity Quest because it was unique. And I was kind of at the time sick of writing chapter this, chapter that. So it is a little inspired by Gears of War. I will relinquish that point. Right, here's the question I promised for y'all. Let them have it. Distract them so I can sneak in a couple of sentences here. Let's get some hype for Jacob. Now watch, it's going to be a goofy question like, which do you prefer, this or this? Or something silly like that. Alright. Oh god, the techno-primitive thing. Zoosh pulls out the Uwu scepter. Do you think that that primitive outfits would fit a sci-fi setting? As in, me and Caleb have seen a trend, for example, of Sangheili. Oh, they've received the worst of it. Sangheili in primitive dress, but they're an advanced spacefaring civilization. So my question is, does dress style and fabric really matter for a technologically advanced civilization? This is a question for the chat. I'm gonna keep myself out of it and be right here. I got typing to do. You guys debate that amongst yourselves. I have defiled myself with Monster Energy. I thought 26 was old enough to know how to drink. I guess not. I am disappointed with myself, and my day is ruined. I like this, by the way. Thank you very much, Jacob. We're having good, hard-hitting, thought-provoking discussion in the chat, which is something I could never manage. Oh, I need to outsource. It's not sci-fi, and you you avoid the problem entirely. Says, just write fantasy. Problem solved. I have to hand it to you, Sush. That's a thing. That's definitely a thing you can do. DS9. I never got to watch enough DS9. And like I have 3 episodes of it on VHS, and it's pretty good. I've just never really seen that much of it, and since Discovery is Discovery and they don't have the rights to do things in the proper timeline, I'm not holding out much hope for the Picard timeline, so I might just clear some time to watch DS9. Watch it, yeah. I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna put that on my birthday list. Star Trek DS9 DVD. There we go. Save. God, there was something else I wanted to put. I can't remember what it was. You are a liar! That it won't be a thing as the outfits there. Oh, it won't be the same thing. I might have misinterpreted that, but I am on the camp that no, they will not be running around in loincloths with Jedi lightsabers. Telephone invade my stream. Meanwhile, we're talking about, oh yes, truly primitive societies wouldn't maintain their cultural their primitive loincloth type attire, and Cesra is just nervously sweating in the Yingling enclave. Yeah, I'd hate to be one of those primitive guys in their primitive clothing. Go back inside. What's a yinglet? Well, the wonderful thing about yinglets is yinglets are wonderful things. They're a species designed by, and depending on whether it's DeviantArt or for Affinity, it's either Salvalia or Valsalia. And he has a number of creative, colorful species within this comic he's doing. It's called The Out of Placers, and it's a very good read. I highly recommend it. It does get a little off color in spots, but thankfully it never delves into the realm of anything that would label it as filth, which I'm thankful for in this day and age. So there is a little bit of raunchy humor here and there, but that's about it. So bear that in mind. It's not going to be as squeaky clean as one of my streams where we're all good lads and in good suits. But yeah, it's fantastic, very well written, and he puts very carefully considered emphasis and detail on just how these species work, especially in regards to the yinglet, who have like this one pointed tooth in the middle of their snout in the front that affects the way they speak. So you get a lot of this and that instead of this and that, because the tongue, they'd be poking their tongue out. I don't know if anyone is old enough to remember this, because I only know it because my mom had an old children's book when she was younger. But the yinglet tooth in the front, if anyone's familiar with Kukla, Fran, and Ollie, they kind of look like Ollie. Sush, you're just really earning the title of nudist, aren't ya? No, we had made a joke that sush was a noodle, and from noodle, the double entendre of nudist came. Well, it's not a double entendre. It's just me trying to be funny and an idiot at the same time. Succeed there, by the way. Good point, Sush. No, we're going to hit the apex of like retro 50s sci-fi where everyone's just wearing leotards. Just one, here is clothes. Yeah, just ta-da, clothes. Everybody has it. The chat has come. No, I'm sorry. The chat needs to go. The chat is not. Need the picture of that thing. What? Just clothes? The one singular, the one and only. You are issued clothes at birth. I love Sush's logic here. It's just the slow evolution of pants where the new generation just wears them lower and lower. In 1,000 years, people will just leave them at home. They'll still own pants in the Sush world, okay? They just leave them at home on the bed because they never put them on. All right, check Discord. Oh, yes. Oh, God, yes. Hang on. We have a thing. I have something just for this minute, just for this moment, that Meg, our blessed potato, has sent unto us. This is where the future lies, with the Yoggle. I'm just going to leave that there, too. Oh, God, I love the Yoggle, and I can't wait till I get to explore them properly in my series. They're one of the many species I've come up with for Infinity Quest. Where else do you put your keys? In your shirt pocket? Whoa, hey, I got a lot of pockets. I got one here, interior pockets, a little pocket here that has this little thing that's always falling down. I can't get to stay up. I got 2 pockets here. Alright, let's get my little performance review buddy down here. Deep breathing. Clothes. Oh yeah, no. I love the outfits for Jacob's guys. He has such a marvelously, like, technically perfect, functionally unsettling species that is thought out so well. I'm pretty sure that if someone were to try and mimic it in real life, it would be functional, just as unsettling as it is in the book. It is. It's so clinical. It's amazing, and the level of logic he has put into this is just fantastic. I really can't wait until I'm watching his streams for his novel, for his universe, before that drops. And I will hold you to that, buddy. I want to see you stream the writing of your book. I wonder if I could make this just like the thumbnail image for this episode. And pollute the gene pool so humans will have skin pockets. Oh! Oh, no! I live in Florida, man. No. Do you know how sweaty and horrible that would be? People pockets. No. Oh, no. Well. Hey, would someone please pass me the link to this stream so I can pass it on to a friend who would like to join? You know that's the future of humanity. Nah, no way. I've read Man After Man. I know what the future of humanity is going to be. And it ain't going to be that! Scientists agree in like 50 years tops we will all be orange with anime eyes. Oh, God. Oh. Thank you very much. Meg, you're a lifesaver. Of course, I have never been led astray by a potato. Oh my goodness, we're having such a full party tonight. We've got Meg. We've got the epic return of Sesra. We've got Sush, we've got Pinto Beans, and we've got Jacob, and eventually we're going to have a Katie. Nope, just pretend the Yoggle thing isn't there. Let's not give her any fair warning that that's a thing. It will be the future as sadistic genetic engineering Master C's of technology. Aliens will basically turn. Oh God, not that book! Get out of here, Sesra. I need your mod powers. Everything Jacob just said, remove it. It's out of here. Get it out of here. We're deporting it immediately. All of it. All of it. All of it. It's gone. All of it. All of it. Nope. 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 We're gone. Sorry. I am abusing my powers. I call for Sesra to do it, and I just do it all myself anyway. The job of mod in my stream is very easy because I'm so hyperactive and overly focused on the chat that I take care of everything before the mod even has a chance to. BRB. Yeah, she has a new batch of potatoes to plant. A million and one voices. Aye! I have gone deaf. I believe that would be Katie. Nice to have you in the stream. The water's fine. Not so much writing getting done. Monsters flowing more than water is, but glad to have you. Thank you. And who said fedoras weren't cool? Just now, everybody on YouTube who stumbled across this video just closes the browser immediately and never comes back. Unsubscribe. Fedoras are always... I have found the promised land. Meanwhile, God tips fedora. I think otherwise I've got a baseball bat. Oh, God. I've unintentionally created the fedora mob. We just show up. Do you like my hat? No. Break their knees. We should bring hats back, though my guys rarely wear them. Oh, yeah, no. Fats. Excuse me. Hats are cool. Sounds like a Fallout style gang. Yeah. You know, I could see that being in the new Fallout. Just a roving bang of bang. Why? What's going wrong? It's like Google Translate is taking over my ability to speak. But I could see roving gangs of people like that in Fallout in like tattered pre-war suits, which kind of look like what I'm wearing. Oh God, I hope nukes don't fall outside. That kind of look like what I'm wearing, just walking around pre-war stuff, knocking on people's shelters. Show me your hat. You're in a protected zone of the Fedora Kings. Cringy as it was in my head. Yeah, you're in the territory of the Fedora Kings. We offer you protection, but you gotta have your uniform in order. Fedora Kings, yep. Raffle. Yeah, I know. It's hurting me too. I'm honestly surprised that Pinto Beans has put up with this as long as she had. God bless you. You're a trooper to be in here this long, exposed to this constant stream of nonsense. They should be called the Fedora Lords. Yeah, Pinto Beans. She's a friend of mine. She has very cool artwork on DeviantArt. Actually, if you're still there and you haven't left in order to seek help from just the infinite levels of cringiness that you've been exposed to, please, by all means, in the chat, leave a link to your DeviantArt page. I'd be happy to have people come and check you out and enjoy your art as much as I've enjoyed it. Hashtag Taco Bell, not that kind of pinto beans. By the way, I'm glad that it's no longer, I like the idea that Mountain Dew had exclusive flavors for Taco Bell, but I'm glad that they let Baja Blast slip to the public so that we can buy that stuff. That stuff is and I'd love to see the auto generation of YouTube subtitles make sense of that one. Return. Whoa, lots of people. I know. Baja is good. Oh my God, yes. I came back and the first thing I see is my username in the chat and I'm like, oh no, what did I do? No, nothing. You just generally existed and everybody loves you, just like they love Cesara and everybody else. please link your DeviantArt in the chat so everyone can go and enjoy your work as much as I do. I think fair is fair. You showed up to the stream. You should benefit from it. So everybody, once that link pops up, go watch, fave, subscribe, lick the screen, whatever you want to do. I might dress like it, but I'm not your dad. Lick the screen, please. Just do it. Please. For just pennies a day, you too can lick the screen. Head tilts. Z-Matrix. Oh, yeah, no, Assessor, go ahead and link yours too. She has a whole group, and I love the work she uploads. Assessor is cool. You know what, everybody, if you have a page or something, just link it in the chat so anybody on YouTube can see it and take the time to transcribe it over in the URL address thing. Just lay into it. You guys are awesome. You deserve the self-promotion from all 33 of my watchers. We've made it, guys. We've made it. The Yoggle will run away screaming at the sight of a lightsaber. I'm pretty sure they'd run away screaming at the sight of a butterfly. Have you been inside a sun? We can see the sun. Yeah, weh is the Yoggle scream, whereas we have the more open mouth. There's more. Comes from that area of the throat. So, the Yoggle, I actually have the majority of their language written out. I might have to do a video on that sometime, but for now, we'll just sit here and linger on this adorable little face. Finely aged wine. Yes, no, nothing but class here. Yes, vintage. I just bought this a day ago. Apologies, my profile looks like... It does not, shush! Like, you've been through a lot of harassment, so I think we can forgive it if your page is not quite in pristine order. You've weathered a lot, and you've taken your licks, and you've earned it to be on that website. It is with the greatest pleasure that I host this link here for people to enjoy. Here, let me just scroll this up, because I know in YouTube, my face icon is blocking that link for everybody. So, boop, 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 boop. That should be above my head. There we go. Pinto beans! Everybody watch it and enjoy it. Give me a moment. I'll link my DeviantArt with y'all. Yeah, go for it. Katie is awesome. You're all awesome. I love everybody. I say that. Oh, this person. Now this person's awesome. I love all you guys. You guys are all cool. Speaking up from the corner. Everyone is sharing stuff. I know, Sush, you're not the only one this time. Instead of having you doing that shotgun or pistol anime leaving polka, whatever it is, we've got everybody sharing. But I have nothing to share. You share plenty of stuff in other streams, and you share your company with us, and we're grateful for it. Pass that link like the proverbial doobie. No, this is a This is a clean Christian kebabling server. I will not have any of your doobieing. And I am going to abuse the word kebabling until the end of days, until Sush regrets saying it, because it just amused the living heck out of me. I completely forgot about it. You've become Asian. Oh. This is a green surfer. I know. You're using kabobling wrong. I know I am. I know I am. Asian Apprentice. Oh no. Where did it all go so wrong? Wow. A whole can of Monster and I have nothing to show for it. Great typing. Okay. Here's me sharing. Alright, what are you sharing? It's a YouTube link. You are about to leave Picarto. I am not afraid. What is it? This is going to require some headphones here. What? Akko's Goofy Faces. Ten out of 10. Your plumber is in another world. Everything goes crazy. When the stream starts sharing, we all wish that it didn't. Not non-safe. I don't know. We're gonna have to get a scientific study together to see what the safe amount of anime is for the general populace's diet. I can't imagine it's very much. I live for these reactions. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad my boring, muted, chinless face are the kind of reactions you're after. Hey Caleb, are you sure that Yoggle meme isn't actually intended for the Medeans? Yeah, but I don't have any paintings of the Medeans yet. Just you wait. Eventually, when I get this book done, you will all know. Well, except for Sush, because Sush couldn't be bothered to read. She couldn't care less. She's just here for the free food. Most of you will know the species. I'm just here to learn English. You've come to the wrong place. Did we not hear my what would you call it? It's not a Freudian slip. My Orient slip of the vocabulary. Sush might cause violence, but I'm kind of like the void. Hang with me long enough, and I'll never leave. I am proud of this community. Everybody share a moment and tip your fedora. Just doff your hat. You've all been awarded temporary fedoras. They've been printed up. You're going to have to go to the store and get yourself the real one. All hail the Fedora King. Oh, now there's a name I hope doesn't stick. Doesn't Void leave as soon as stuff arrives? No, the stuff just sort of gets sucked off into oblivion. It only appears to leave Sush. Milady intensifies. Oh, God. I had built up such a rapport with everybody, and now we leave the stream thinking that I'm a cringy Fedora Lord. And I say thinking as if it's not an abject fact right now. Oh my God, the cure to depression is pizza. Every time I call pizza arise, and the void leaves. Sush, I don't think that's a void. I think that's the sensation of hunger. Just call it a hunch there. Does this void of yours gurgle sometimes? Aren't we all just cringy Fedora Lords deep down? Yes, Pinto, we are. Sush, is that what hunger is? IDK, I don't eat and I don't bleed. I also can't read. I think Sush might be the void. Just in the absence of all things, there is Sush. This chat has an interesting canon. I am a spaghetti monster that lives in the void, yes. I added that last part, but I think it fits. Just under a bridge in eternity. Yes, welcome. I am Sush, the spaghetti monster. In order to pass this realm, you must answer my riddles 3. Riddle 1. I'm going to use that finger. Riddle 1. Does the world disappear when you close your eyes? Because I really don't know. I have 3 riddles for 3 wishes. Can I answer a riddle and wish my book was done? I don't resent working on it. It is an honor and a pleasure to see something I stewed on for so long become a thing. Riddle number 1. What is hunger and what does it taste like? I don't think it tastes like anything. It is the absence of stuff. It tastes like dust and bitterness. In which case, I believe Florida is made out of hunger. Or crocodile tears. I hear you have to go to Congress in order to collect those. Riddle number 2. If you were a superhero, but there was a 50% chance that everybody had a power except you, what power would you choose? Everybody would be invulnerable. Kentucky is the sweat of Colonel Sanders. Oh. This is one of them informational streams. We're learning tonight. Deja vu again. A shrine to him in my closet. These are 100% totally accurate facts. Brought to you, breaking news, right here on the Apprentice 225 channel. Thank you for watching! Because we broadcast out of the 1920s and that quality microphone! Oh, goodness! I'm just looking at this face here and the deep breathing there. It's like, yeah, I feel you, buddy. 100% facts. 100% facts for the modern era! I don't know if that sounds as good on the microphone, but you get that kind of like crappy corncob audio effect out of that. I'm good friends with the Void. I stared into it long enough, and it has blinked. It sounds great. I agree. The Void is my boyfriend. I am the Void Conqueror. Fear me if you do. Man, the Void gets around. First he's in Kentucky, then he's off in Potato Land, then he's off with Katie. And Seuss lives in the Void. I assume she's some sort of terminal ailment. Get your hands off my man, says Pinto. Everyone has Void in their heart. Good God, don't say that too loud, otherwise I'm going to get a copy strike from Kingdom Hearts. Why did you assume that I am an illness? Because your witty quips are sick. Nice try. Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm aware I'm not fooling anybody. My stream's more full of logical fallacies than a Vulcan nightclub. I'll give you a minute to think about that one. Because that wounded me. Unlike allergies, no matter how many meds the paramedics claim will stop me, I continue my wrath. I'm going to have to reread some of that last chapter, specifically some of the names of folks. I didn't keep the right notes down here. Oh, goodness. This has not been the most productive stream. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, you know what it would be? Okay, you know what it would be? Life. I think you mean like. Okay, you know what it would be like if I was the GM in our collab book, Caleb? I have no idea. I'm guessing pure chaos and pandemonium. I would be like that Bridge Riddler in Monty Python's The Holy Grail. Yes. Yes, a beautiful, wonderful movie. Thank you very much. Alright, well, I've got some off-screen reading to want to take care of before I continue with this book. So, for now, I think I'm going to end the stream. Thank you very much to everybody who showed up. Thank you, everybody on YouTube who was watching. Thank you, everybody who's put up with me stumbling and stuttering over my own face. I appreciate your tolerance, your patience, and the fact you have nothing better to do immensely. Thank you. So, until next time, until next Wednesday, I hope to see you all again. It's been absolutely a blast and a pleasure. Thank you very much. I'll see you next Wednesday. Hopefully, maybe next time with less Fedora. Maybe with more. Who knows? I might wear two. Catch you guys later. Bye.